Welcome to this space. A space for the questions we ask when we're alone, when the world is quiet, when the curated surface of life finally cracks, and something deeper leaks through. You're here because something inside you is asking, why? Do I feel anxious when nothing is wrong? Why does my body panic when my life is finally okay? And maybe no one knows you're feeling this. Because from the outside, you're functioning. You show up. You smile. You get things done. You're reliable, thoughtful, composed. But inside, there's a tremble, a tightness, a sense of waiting for the moment it all collapses, waiting for the bad thing, waiting for the reason why this happiness can't possibly last. If that's where you are, I want you to know this. You are not alone. You are not dramatic. And this is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something inside you is waking up. The part of you that was trained to survive is trying to figure out what to do now that survival isn't the whole story. This video is for her. The part of you that still bristles in the quiet. The part of you that never learned how to feel safe in softness. Together, we're going to give her a new story. Your anxiety is not a mistake. It is a message. It says, I don't feel safe here yet. Not because this moment is dangerous, but because your body has never known how to exist without tension. If you spent years in fight or flight, bracing for impact, managing others' emotions, watching for signs of harm, then your baseline became hypervigilance. And now, when the alarms are finally off, you don't know what to do with silence. That silence, it can feel like a setup, like the quiet before the crash. And your body, ever loyal, ever prepared, starts to scan. Tight chest, racing thoughts, restlessness, doubt. Not because you're weak, but because you were never taught how to feel safe without chaos. This is what we call high-functioning anxiety. And it's far more common than you think. High-functioning anxiety doesn't always look like panic. Sometimes it looks like being the most dependable person in the room. It looks like perfect plans, polite responses, always being one step ahead. It's the invisible tension behind the high achiever, the one who never lets herself drop the ball. Not because she wants to impress, but because her nervous system confuses control with safety. It feels like over-preparing for things that don't require it. Checking and rechecking messages to make sure you said the right thing. Smiling while feeling emotionally numb. Feeling guilty for resting. Constantly waiting for something bad to happen. Even when nothing is wrong. It's the kind of anxiety that gets praised. Because it hides behind competence. It hides behind kindness. It hides behind being the strong one. But inside, your body feels brittle. Your heart is tired. You crave stillness. But when it comes, you don't know how to trust it. This isn't about being ungrateful. It's about being untrained in how to feel safe. You've probably told yourself, I should be grateful. There are people who have it worse. This shouldn't bother me. I have no reason to feel this way. But here's the truth. Gratitude doesn't override your body's wiring. And comparison doesn't soothe your nervous system. You can be grateful for your life and still feel unsafe inside it. Both can be true, and you're allowed to name it. What you're experiencing isn't a mindset problem. It's not a lack of willpower or discipline. It's a body that was trained to expect tension, now trying to unlearn that expectation. And it takes time. It takes softness. It takes choosing presence over performance. Let's go deeper into the biology. Your nervous system has two main gears. Sympathetic mode, where you fight, flee, or freeze. Parasympathetic mode, where you rest, digest, connect, and restore. If you've lived most of your life in survival mode, your body becomes expert at sympathetic activation. You know how to hustle, how to adapt, how to read a room in seconds. But rest, that's unfamiliar. So when your body enters the parasympathetic state, when you finally rest, it can feel terrifying. Because rest wasn't always safe. Stillness might have meant someone was angry. Quiet might have preceded conflict. Calm might have been the moment before it all fell apart. Your system is trying to protect you, but it's using old code. And now, you get to rewire it. Let's redefine safety. Safety is not perfection. It's not having your life fully figured out. It's not a checklist. It's not about removing every single trigger. Safety is this. I can be here in this moment, and I am not in danger. My breath belongs to me. I don't have to perform for peace. You can begin teaching your body what that feels like. Not by forcing anything, but by inviting new experiences. Experiences that are slow, sensory, neutral, quiet, like noticing the texture of your blanket, the scent of your tea, the way the light falls across your floor, the softness of your own breath. This is where regulation begins. Not with intensity, but with intimacy. Let's keep going. If you were raised in unpredictability, if emotional safety wasn't modeled, if you were celebrated more for holding it all together than expressing what hurt, then peace feels unfamiliar. Softness feels suspicious. Your body confuses quiet with danger. And here's what's important. You didn't choose that wiring. You adapted to survive. So now, as you try to soften, you may feel restless during meditation, uncomfortable with compliments, defensive when things go smoothly, an urge to find something wrong, just to feel in control again. This is normal. It's not sabotage. It's self-protection. And now that you're safe enough to notice it, you're safe enough to begin changing it. The nervous system is always listening, always learning. And the more you give it safe repetition, the more it begins to trust calm as real. Repatterning doesn't start with perfection. It starts with micro-choices. It looks like saying no and noticing that the world didn't fall apart. Letting yourself sit down when you feel the impulse to do more. Taking 5 slow breaths before answering a text. Naming your emotion out loud to yourself. I feel tight in my chest. I feel worry. It looks like catching your nervous system mid-pattern and offering it a new option. You say, "I'm okay." Your body says, "Are you sure?" You say again slower, "I'm okay and I'm staying here." That moment of staying, that is the healing. Because now you are choosing calm, not reacting into chaos. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Let's name what you're allowed to do now. You're allowed to rest without guilt. You're allowed to feel peace without assuming it's fake. You're allowed to stop scanning for problems. You're allowed to have an unproductive day and still be valuable. You're allowed to receive, not just give. You're allowed to pause without apologizing. This doesn't mean anxiety disappears, but it means anxiety no longer gets the final word. Because you are learning a new language. A language of softness. A language of enoughness. A language of safety. Let's go deeper into that language now. Through affirmations designed not just to soothe your mind, but to retrain your body. Let these words move slowly. They are not mantras to repeat blindly. They are invitations to exhale, to remember, to return. Repeat these aloud or in your mind. Breathe between each line. I am safe in this moment, even if my thoughts are loud. I am grounded here, even if my chest feels tight. I am not in danger. This breath belongs to me, and I do not need permission to relax into it. I am allowed to feel peace without proving I deserve it. I am allowed to enjoy calm without searching for what's wrong. Stillness is not a threat. Stillness is a soft place where my body can remember that it belongs. I am learning that I don't have to earn my safety. I don't have to control everything to feel okay. There is nothing wrong with me for being on edge. My body is simply remembering. And I am gently, kindly rewriting the story. I trust this moment. I trust myself. Even when anxiety knocks, I no longer open the door in fear. Peace is not a reward. It is my right. And I receive it now. Fully. Deeply. Without guilt. Come back to these whenever you forget. Your body will remember, even when your mind doesn't. Healing isn't just cognitive. It's sensory. It's cellular. Your nervous system doesn't shift through words alone. It shifts through experience. So let's give it one. Tonight, try this. Before bed. Turn off your phone. Close the tabs. Let the outside world dim. Not because something is wrong, but because this moment is yours. Light a candle or dim the lights. Create a signal to your body. We're not in danger. We're coming home. Sit down with your hands resting on your chest and belly. Feel the rhythm of your breath. You don't have to slow it. Just notice. Say out loud, I am safe to soften. I am not doing anything wrong by resting. There is no danger in this quiet. Choose one texture. Your blanket. Your sheets. The floor beneath you. And gently trace it with your fingers. Let your body notice the present. Whisper something you're grateful for. Let it be small. Let it be real. Close your eyes and imagine your nervous system like a wave. Gently settling, returning to the shore. No more rushing. No more watching. No more bracing. This is the new rhythm. This is the new safety. Not forced, not earned, just received. You don't have to transform overnight. You don't need to perfect healing. You don't need to do everything right to be worthy of peace. You just need to stay with yourself. With the discomfort, with the quiet. Each time you notice your chest tighten and choose to breathe. Each time you resist the urge to rush into productivity and instead sit in stillness for 30 seconds. You're teaching your body a new language. One word at a time. One breath at a time. One moment at a time. Healing isn't a destination. It's a rhythm you return to. A softness you allow. A conversation between you and the body that never stopped trying to protect you. You are safe now. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not weak. You are wildly, gently powerful. You are not behind. You are healing at the exact pace your body can hold. And the part of you that still braces for impact? She's not wrong. She's just waiting for proof that this piece will stay. So give her that proof. Not all at once. But in the way you wake up slowly. In the way you sip tea without multitasking. In the way you say, I'm okay, and really mean it. Even for just a moment. You don't have to force your way into calm. You can fall into it. Softly. With grace. With patience. And I'll be here. Reminding you that it's safe to rest. If this video helped you feel seen, if it made your breath a little deeper, if it gave you language for what you've been quietly carrying, please stay close. There's more here for you. This is a space for softness, for slowness, for nervous system healing, emotional rewiring, and deep feminine trust. Share this video with someone who might be holding it all together on the outside, but quietly unraveling inside. And remember, you are safe to feel good. You are safe to slow down. You are safe to stay. This is the first step, and it is already enough. You're not just surviving anymore. You are learning how to live with softness, with breath, with trust. Welcome home.